Our house got demolished and the payout was 60 million. My mom gave all the money to my 3 older sisters. Didn't leave me a single cent. But the very next day after she split the money, she hit me with this random phone call. Son, mom's not doing so great. I want to come stay with you for a bit. Would that be okay? I laughed inside. So the money's all gone. And now you need someone to take care of you? When my oldest sister got married, you gave her 80,000 for her dowry. When my second sister got married, you gave her 80,000 too. My third sister's boyfriend scammed her out of 50,000. So there was only 40,000 left. And you said you'd keep that for your own retirement. Am I wrong? My mom was shaking all over. Couldn't say a single word. All 3 sisters' faces went pale. I'd never brought any of this up before, because I figured that was my dad's death benefit. You were his wife. You had every right to spend it. I thought you had it all figured out. I thought you actually cared about me. I'm still your only son. At least you'd feel a little guilty. Turns out I was way too naive. Not only did none of you feel guilty, you dumped all the responsibility on me. Used my dad's death to guilt trip me. Used so-called family to bleed me dry non-stop. Chao Xue. Put your hand on your heart and ask yourself, can you face my dad? Do you even deserve to be called a mother? Every word I said hit her like a hammer, slamming right into her heart. She finally broke down. She jerked her head up, lunged at me with this twisted look on her face, reaching to claw at me. I saw it coming. Stepped to the side. She missed completely. Stumbled and nearly fell. Third sister Joyan reacted fast. Caught her just in time. Then she came charging at me like a maniac. How dare you talk to mom like that? I'll end you! The whole thing turned into an all-out brawl. I didn't fight back. I just watched them ice cold. Watched them lose it in the home I built with my own hands. Like watching a bunch of clowns. Enough! You keep this up. I'm calling the cops. They froze on the spot. Fanya's entrance was like a bucket of ice water, killing the fire in the living room. My mom and all 3 sisters just stared at her. They never expected sweet, quiet Fangya to come out this hard. Mom, sisters, this is my home. You're not welcome here. Everything you said about my husband, I heard all of it. That shut them right up. I looked at my wife and felt this warmth rise up inside me. All these years she'd taken so much crap. Every time my mom and sisters made unreasonable demands, she just took it. Also, I wouldn't be put in a tough spot. Today she finally stopped holding back. Because they crossed her line, they were hurting her husband, destroying her family. Third sister Jo Yen turned bright red, furious and humiliated. This is Joe family business. What's it got to do with an outsider like you? I've been married to Joe Ran for 8 years. I bore his children. I've been with him through thick and thin. I'm the woman of this house. But you married daughters, every single one of you. Taking money my husband worked his ass off for, to prop up your own families. So who's really the outsider here? That ripped away their last shred of dignity. Second sister Jo Hui's face went from red to white. She tugged at Jo Yan's sleeve, telling her to stop. Any more would just make it worse. My mom stared blankly at Fangya, then at me, eyes full of disbelief. In her mind, a daughter-in-law should just obey. Do whatever she's told, take whatever's thrown at her. She probably never dreamed in a million years that Fangya would stand up and come at her with words that sharp. The living room went dead silent. The standoff dragged on. I slowly spoke up, breaking the suffocating silence. The agreement's on the table, sign it. You still want to be family? Sign. Don't sign, we'll see each other in court. Every single transaction I mentioned has a transfer record. That $850K, I can sue all of you. Classify it as a personal loan. And when that happens, you won't just owe the principal, you'll owe years of interest on top of it. Your call. My words were the last straw. Their faces finally showed real fear. A lawsuit? They never even considered it. Their logic was simple. A son's money is the family's money. Take what you want. That's just how it works. How could it ever end up in court? But they saw the ice in my eyes and knew I wasn't bluffing. They were actually scared. If it really went to court, not only would they have to cough up everything, their reputation would be toast. How would they ever show their faces around family and friends? Oldest sister Jo Min and second sister Jo Hui exchanged a look, eyes full of hesitation and conflict. Only third sister Jo Yen still looked reluctant, but even she didn't dare run her mouth anymore. In the end, it was my mom. She trembled her way to the coffee table, picked up the agreement, her cloudy eyes glued to the black and white text. She said fine 3 times in a row, each word squeezed through clenched teeth. Joe Ran, you're ruthless. She grabbed the pen and signed her name at the bottom, like it took every ounce of strength she had. Then my sisters came up one by one, faces like death, mechanically signing their names on the agreement. I looked at those 4 signed agreements, and all I felt was emptiness. Over 30 years of family bonds, thinner than paper when money and scheming got involved. One little tear and it all falls apart. Get out! I squeezed that word through my teeth. They scrambled like they'd been pardoned, fleeing the place where they'd lost all their dignity. My mom stopped at the door, turned back and gave me one last look. That look, bitter, ice cold, with something eerie I couldn't quite read. Like she was saying, this isn't over. The door slammed shut, and the world was finally quiet. Fengya put her phone away, walked over to me, and gently wrapped her arms around me. I held her back, buried my face in the crook of her neck. The tough front I'd been putting up shattered right then. I cried silently like a kid. This wasn't the end. I knew that deep down. Knowing my mom and those 3 sisters, there was no way they'd just let it go. A bigger storm was probably already brewing. Next day, I went to work like normal. The second I got to my office, my assistant Xiaochen rushed in looking stressed. Mr. Zhou, there's a bunch of people downstairs. They say they're your family, causing a scene at the front desk. My heart sank. What I'd been expecting finally came. I walked to the window and looked down. Sure enough, a crowd had gathered in the lobby. My mom was on the ground slapping her thighs, wailing. Oldest and second sister on either side holding her up, crying and telling their sob story to employees and clients. Third sister Jo Yan was the most fired up, holding up a printed sign, bold black letters, exposing an ungrateful son. Joe Ran is worth tens of millions, yet he kicked his own mother out. They even brought backup, distant relatives from back home, and nosy neighbors who love drama, about 20 to 30 people, blocking the company entrance completely. This hit even faster and messier than I expected. They were going full scorched earth, trying to crush me with public pressure, destroy my reputation, destroy my career. Xiaochen looked at me worried. Mr. Zhou, what do we do? Should we call the cops? Let him go. The bigger the scene, the better. Xiaochen was stunned. Didn't get what I meant. I went back to my desk, called the head of admin and the head of legal. Tell security not to engage. Keep things orderly. Protect company property and employee safety. Send legal downstairs. Film everything as evidence. Also call our media contacts. Tell them there's a big story outside our building. My orders went out one by one, crystal clear. The admin and legal directors were surprised, but moved on it right away. I knew exactly what my mom and sisters were thinking. They figured since I'm a VP at a major company, I care about image and reputation more than anything. If they made a big enough scene, put me in an impossible spot, I'd cave, take them back home, treat them like royalty, maybe even redistribute that 6.5 million. Too bad they miscalculated. They thought I cared most about my image. Truth is, I stopped caring about that a long time ago. They're the ones who ripped it to shreds. The circus downstairs kept getting worse. My mom's acting got better and better, sobbing so hard she could barely breathe, looking like she was about to pass out any second. My sister's sob stories got more dramatic too, painting themselves as helpless victims bullied by their evil brother. The crowd kept growing. The whispers got louder. People who had no clue what really happened started tearing me apart. The reporters showed up too, cameras everywhere, all aimed at my mom and sisters. Those anguished faces, flashes going off nonstop. A carefully staged family drama playing out live. They were the stars. I was the villain. My phone was blowing up. Execs, partners, friends, all asking what the hell was going on. I didn't answer. I was waiting for the perfect moment. 2 p.m. Online, the story about senior exec Joe abusing his own mother was already going viral. Exaggerated posts were popping up everywhere. My photo, my title, even my home address got doxxed. I became the internet's most hated, ungrateful son. The crowd downstairs hit peak frenzy. Third sister Jo Yan figured the timing was right and screamed at the cameras. If you don't give us an answer today, we're not leaving! We're gonna show everyone your true face, you monster! I grabbed the documents from my desk, straightened my suit, and walked past my co-workers, some sympathetic, some disgusted, some just curious, and stepped into the elevator. The noise from the lobby hit me the second the doors opened. Every single pair of eyes locked onto me. The reporters swung their cameras my way instantly. My mom and sisters looked startled for a second, then their faces lit up with smug satisfaction. They thought I'd cracked, come down to surrender. I walked through the crowd right up to them. I didn't look at them. I took a megaphone from the legal team, then I faced all the reporters and the crowd, and bowed deeply.
Hey everyone!
I'm Joe Ran. First off, I want to apologize. This whole mess has wasted public resources and caused everyone a lot of trouble. Today, my mother and 3 sisters are here, accusing me of being an ungrateful son. And some of what they said is true. For example, I did suggest my mother go to a nursing home, and I really don't want to deal with them anymore. My words caused an uproar. Nobody expected me to openly admit it like that. The smug looks on my mom's and sister's faces got even bigger. I ignored the chatter around me and kept going. But everything has a cause and effect. Today I'd like to ask the media, and everyone here to be my witnesses. Then I hit play on the USB drive. Behind me on the building's exterior wall, there was a screen. The massive LED screen suddenly lit up. The video Fang Yao recorded at home yesterday appeared crystal clear on the screen. In the video, my mom lunging at me with that twisted face, third sister screaming like a maniac, all their ugly meltdowns on full display. Captured in HD, every single detail.